How much do nurses working in the UK earn in 2025 and 2026? And is it possible to be rich working as a nurse in the UK? I'll be answering these questions. Plus, I'll be sharing payslips so you can have a practical feel. Welcome to Eureka Health Podcast. I'm your host, Toby. In the UK, most nurses are paid using the Agenda for Change system. So this means your salary depends on your band, your years of experience, and your role. So newly qualified nurses typically start from band 5, and as you take on more responsibilities or become a specialist or move into leadership or advanced practice, then you climb up the bands. So from band 5 through to band 9. So let's start with band 5. This is the starting point for registered nurses. So band 5 salaries range roughly from £31,000 per year to £37,000 per year. It's £2,580 per month to £3,080 per month. That's before tax and before you add the unsocial hours and overtime earnings. And there's an allowance called high cost allowance for people who live in high cost areas like London and its surroundings. So actually many band 5 nurses earn significantly more than the base pay, courtesy of these enhancements. So for someone who takes extra shifts, nights and weekends, your income can jump noticeably. Before I share some real pay slips, let's have a look at the other bands and what the pay is like. So band 6. This is usually a specialist role or a senior nurse role. And this is where most nurses aim to get to in a few years after registration. So some of the roles in this category include senior staff nurses, practice educators, specialist nurses, such as orthopedics, diabetes, oncology, and urology specialists, among others. So the salaries for band 6 range from £38,000 to £46,000 per annum. And that equates to £3,200 to £3,800 per month. Band 6 is usually a big milestone, comes with more autonomy and more responsibility, and the pay reflects that. Moving on to band 7, this is more of an advanced practice or ward management role. And at band 7, you're looking at roles such as advanced nurse practitioner, ward managers, clinical specialists, and the salaries range from £47,000 up to £54,000 per annum. That equates to £3,900 to £4,500 per month. And at this point, you're often less on the wards and more in leadership and prescribing and running clinics independently or coordinating services. Moving on to band 8 and above, these are senior management or highly specialist clinical roles. So some of the roles in this category are head of nursing, quality director, and consultant nurse. So band 8 salaries, starting from 8A. So 8A salary is £55,000 per annum, which is equal to £4,600 per month. Band 8B is £60,000 per annum plus, equal to £5,000 per month plus. And band 8C is £70,000 per annum plus, equating to £5,800 per month plus. And 8D is £80,000 per annum plus, and that is equal to £6,700 per month plus. And band 9 is now the topmost, which is senior NHS leadership roles, and the salaries in this category are above £90,000 per annum, which is equal to £7,500 per month and above. And now to the interesting part. Let's review some pay slips. So I'm gonna just share this pay slip on the screen. This is one of my colleagues or one of my friends' pay slip. he agreed to share this. Of course, I'm going to blur or hide the identity columns and rows. But as you can see, there's the basic pay, then the bank holiday enhanced pay, night duty enhanced pay, Saturdays and Sundays enhanced pay. And we also have fringe allowance and WTD pay, which there's a way of calculating those. I'll do a video analyzing the payslip and what everything means in the payslip. But generally, these are all the incoming payments and allowances. And then on the right side, we have the pay as you earn, quite a significant amount there. And we have the national insurance pay, which is also a significant amount, and the NHS pension. You can choose to opt in or opt out of the NHS pension. It's really a voluntary pension scheme, but by all means, it's one of the best schemes that we have around. Yeah, so as you can see, the gross pay is 30,342 per year, and on the right side, you can see this period summary. Pensionable pay is basically equal to the gross pay, which is £3,654 for that month, and the total deductions for this month were 1,068, and leaving us with a net pay of 2,586 pounds for the month. Right, so that's one pay slip. Let me share a different one. He also shared this for the next month, which is a bit different. I think this is because he earned more for working Sundays, weekends, and nights. As you can see, the night column there, he earned £401 for enhanced pay for working nights. Yet in the previous one, the night enhanced pay was 147. So basically, he did more nights in this month. So as you can see, that translates to the net pay. So in this month, the pensionable pay is 3,945. Taxable pay is 3,558. Taxable pay is basically the pensionable pay less pension. And that leaves us with deductions of 1,178 and a net pay of 2,766. Let's review another pay slip, the third one here, more or less the same, but let me just focus on the pensionable pay, 3,574, taxable pay, 3,223, and net pay of 2,536.04 pounds for the month. Those are three pay slips in one particular quarter. So let me look at a different quarter that might give you a different view of this, of what the payslip looks like. So for this, as you can see, he only earned from the basic pay and fringe allowance. He didn't do any nights and he didn't work on any weekend. And at this point also, he had opted out of the NHS pension. So as you can see, the pensionable pay is equal to the taxable pay. So there was no pension deducted. The only deductions here were pay as you earn, national insurance, and car park. So at this point, he had bought a car. He had opted out of the pension scheme, and he didn't do any nights or weekends, so that the net pay is 2,434. So it keeps changing every month based on the number of hours you work, and also every month the hours actually differ. It's not always exactly 4 weeks per month, so that also contributes to the little differences between the months. I hope this gives you a practical feel of what the NHS pay for nurses is. The pay for nurses in the private sector and the care homes is a little bit different from this, and I will be reviewing that as well at some point, so you can know the difference between working for the NHS and working for a private facility, private hospital, care home, and the like. The other thing I will do also is to compare the salaries in the UK versus the salaries in other countries. So I'll take UK versus the US for the next analysis. I know you are tempted to convert these figures to your home country rates, which I advise you not to do, but I know you will do anyway. But just be mindful of the fact that these are earnings in pounds and the expenditure will be in pounds. So that's the reality of nursing salaries in the UK in 2025 and 2026. So there are real opportunities for growth, but it takes time, training, and commitment. As you climb up the ladder, definitely things get better. Is it possible to be rich with a nursing salary in the UK? I would say it depends on so many factors. Please subscribe to Eureka Health Podcast. See you in the next one.